notify icon control. That will be our today's topic. How to do this and what it does, that you see once we complete the execution process of this example. File, new project, Windows Forms application, and here I'll give project name, demo on notify control. Click on OK. Yes. Now what to do? We don't have any logic and all in this. Only steps you have to follow. Practice 2 to 3 times. You will get to know what to click, where to click, why to click. All answers you'll have. But do it with interest so that you can understand it. Yesterday's class topic was quite very much important. Once I shared that video, don't take it for granted. Practice it thoroughly, especially yesterday's topic, because it is every time needed uh, um, in real time. So you have to listen to that video, you have to practice through that video, going every step what I have done in that video. Okay. Now this is nowhere connected to yesterday's class. Today's class is independent. There is no connection at all. Now, what we are going to study is notify icon control. So already project I created. Go to toolbox. We have a control called notify icon control here. Just double click, that icon comes here. Select that icon, go to properties. Here I have text property. Here, text property. I just want to give as C# app. Same thing I'll give here also. C# app. And I need icon file. Browse some icon. This is built-in icon you'll find. So you just use that icon. Any icon. So here I have icon file called globe.ico. CS6PM. Yes. Select that file, open. It's built-in icon. You'll get with the operating system. Along with Windows, you'll get this file. You search, open my computer C drive, search for the file, globe.ico, you'll get the file. Copy paste in your folder, wherever you're storing your projects. Now, three things already I highlighted. Icon file, text property, name property. Okay. Now you place context menu strip control here. Drag and drop. Yes. I want to put two options. One is written as show and other we write as exit. Yes. Now what you do? Select show context menu strip item and double click on it. Okay. And in this, I just mentioned one simple statement. This dot visible equal to true. So it makes your form visible whenever you click onto that what context menu strip called show. Acha. Now I want to write even form closing event. Yesterday's class may we have written. Go to properties, go to event, same event we are writing. The event name is form closing. Form closed will be there, form closing will be there. So we are supposed to write now form closing. See where it is. Here it is. Form closing event. Okay, double click. Here you create one Boolean variable. Close form, some variable. Default value is always false. Now I write if not close form block open. This dot visible equal to true. No, false. And then e dot cancel equal to true. Two things. Cancel equal to true. This dot visible equal to false. Then go back to design. Select context menu strip. Click on exit. In exit menu item, you can say close form equal to true. This dot close. And after that, come back to design window. Select notify icon control. Go to properties. Under properties, we have context menu strip. Attach. There is an event also. Double click event. Simply write this dot visible equal to true. Already I said false on the top. This dot visible equal to false. Okay, this dot visible equal to false. Chalo. Now let's run the code. That's it. Simple. No coding, nothing. It's only matter of making true false for your variables. You're done with the requirement. That's it. But question is, if I run my code, where do you find this output? Go for it. Execute. Yes, application is executed. Okay, what did you notice? Whenever I run my program, form, however, will be there on the screen, but output of this form, output of this form is available here. What is it called? Here. It's shifted to here. Yeah, see that. C# app. What do you call? Notification panel. And notification icon control made your C# application move to notification panel. Show will show the form. Exit will quit from the form. Over. Simple topic. Okay. Next part. Now I say file new project. Windows Forms application. Now what I'm trying to do, I want to drag and drop image on the form, and that should set as wallpaper of the form. Whichever I want to put on it. Whichever picture. I don't want to make that picture fixed. At runtime, it should be my choice. Here also, no much coding. Hardly 2 lines of coding, you're done with the requirement. Chalo, form I created. Select the form, go to properties. Under properties, you find a property called allow drop. Make it true. Then you select events. There is an event specially designed for this application. I mean, where you can justify for this program. It's called drag enter and double click. One property I have set. One property I have set. Allow drop. And second, I created an event called drag enter. Drag enter. Two things. Now, what is the code you want to write? First, you want to check when you are dropping a file, it's containing an image or not. That you have to check. Go for it. If e dot data dot, we have a method get data present. In that you have to say data format dot file format, that is file drop. It should be equal to true. Array s equal to typecast e dot data dot get data format dot file drop, and this you have to set as background image for your form. Background image is equal to new bitmap is a class s of 0. Over. That's it. Only 2 lines. This will check whether data is present or not, and this will check. I said this will check and this will set. This will check and this will set. Set. Done. Go for it. Execute. Now I'll do one thing for our reference purpose. I'll copy some images in our folder so that every time I don't need to go to that folder. Check once our folder CS batch 60. It's already there. Fine. So we'll apply this only. It's already there. Go there. Run the code now. Over. Small program, small topic. Okay. You want images, no? Open the folder now. Folder. C drive. CS batch 6 p.m. Yeah, we have these images. Simply do one thing. Come down. Here are the images now. Select this image. Drag and drop. Background is set. Select this image. drag and drop over. Background is set. Every time you run, every time you can change. You want to have something else? Okay. Select this, drag and drop, background is set. Select, drag and drop, background is set. Background is set. Done. We are done with the requirement. Drag and drop of your image. Okay. Now, next part. Now we are going to study about resource file. We are going to study about resource file. What will be the extension of that file? .resx. Yes. Here I am going to first have importance of that resource file. Importance. Assume this is one Windows form. You assume it as form 1. Copy this, form 2, form 3, form 4, form 5, form 6. Like this, I have some more forms. Some more. It's already 6 multiplied by 3. So we have around 18 forms. But when we do projects in C Sharp, not necessary 18. You may have sometimes hundreds of forms available. Hundreds of forms available. I took example of 18 for demonstration. And every form is added Windows form in your project now. 18 Windows forms we have. 18, 1, 8. And every form can have form load event. Every form can have what? Form load event. 18 forms means 18 form load events you can have. Now what I'm going to do is on every Windows form, I want to have name of the company, address of the company. Treat in that way, no? Best way to understand. You know about this, right? Letterhead. Any company's letterhead, if you take, every letterhead will have common header that will have company name, that will have their contact numbers, fax number, email ID, how to contact them, what is their website name, right? And whatnot. Heading. Bottom will be footer. So I'm not going to talk on footer. I just focus on this. What exactly we are trying to do now? Okay. So on one form, I'm going to put 2 labels now. So you treat that same two labels will be available on all 100 forms. Chalo, right. We'll keep how many? Two labels I'll keep. Go there. Visual Studio. I'll show you on one form. You can analyze story process, everything will remain same. Compare this form which I'm going to demonstrate now with this 18 form. New project. Okay. Two, two. Second label. First label for our understanding I'm giving company name. Second label, here I'll give address. Okay. But at runtime, when I run my program, that company name should get the name of the company and address should get the address of the company. Two things I give. Done. Two things I added. Obviously, if I run my code, this company name will be replaced by the name of the company. Address will be replaced by the name of that. Same thing I'm going to do for all 100 forms. On all, since I need the name of the company and address of the company on every form. So how many times you will write now? 100 forms. Every form will have form load event. In that form load event, you are going to write 2 lines of code. It means 100 into 2, 200 lines of code you are writing. Okay. So to design those 100 forms, assume, for us it took around 8 to 10 months to design those 100 forms. 8 to 10 months. 8 to 10 months it took. And every form, on every form you have this company name and address. And even if you run, everything was found to be perfect. Okay. Till here, could you imagine of all 100 forms writing 2 lines of code in form load event? Now actual story. After 8-10 months of designing 100 forms, simply client will say that I want my company name to be added with private limited. Now what I'm saying? Modification part has come after 10 months. What client want? He says company name to be Artha Solutions Private Limited, and address also he wants to change. Just give me 1 second. I'll just be back 1 second. Okay. So what I was saying. Yeah, can you hear me? Srinivas, can you hear me? Okay. So what I was saying is there are two labels in it. Now I want to make changes. Where I want to make changes in all 100 forms in which I have two lines of content. Either company name is changed or address is changed. Now the process is I have to make changes in so I have to make now 200 lines of code. I have to make changes in 200 lines of code. That will create a problem. So for that reason, I remove this data from here. Completely you remove. Remove from here also. Okay. Let this be let this be blank. Let this be idle without any content, without any code. Later I'll put the code in it. Okay. Now what you have to do, Solution Explorer, right click on the project, add new item. You can find one file here. It's called, yeah, this one, resources file. And I'll remove here. My string dot resx. Click on add. Name. Company name. Here I write. Then I write address. Done. Close. Save. Now you write here. What is resource file name? My strings dot company name. My strings dot address. If I run my code now, same output, same data you can find from the output. Yes. Now think about it. Now these two lines of code you're going to write in 100 form load events. You're going to write in where? 100. form load event. These two lines of code. Now think about a point. Same situation. They ask us to modify. Now you don't need to waste your time by going to every form load event to make changes. You don't need to waste your time. Then what you have to do? Simple. Open resource file, make changes, done. It will reflect in all 100 forms. Open, right click, open. Resource file is open now. Change here. Private limited. Here. Here I write. Thus. Done. Save. Close. Run the code. Over. Simple. You didn't touch form. You didn't touch form. You didn't make changes in the form. Rather, you have made changes in resource that got automatic. That got automatically reflected in what? All 100 forms. That is the major advantage of having resource file in your Windows Forms application. Going to every form and making changes could be very lengthy process for us. Instead that now we made changes. Once you made changes and got reflected in all 100 forms. Everyone understood what is the use of a file called .resx, resource file. Clear? Raghav, did you understand? Romana, did you understand? Anand, did you understand this topic, what we have studied? Perfect reusability. Perfect reusability. Making changes making changes in one automatically gets reflected in all. That is what we have studied, Anand. That's what a picture I have drawn in paintbrush, saying that when we do projects in C Sharp, we may have hundreds of forms, hundreds of forms. On every form, I said that you want to have your name of the company and address of the company. Say, for example, you are designing a project for some hospital. Assume in that way. You have designed a project for some hospital. First one, main form will be there. Main form. In that you'll have hospital name, doctor's degree, like his various other personal information. and he wants that hospital name to be available on every form whichever is going to get open in his application. So obviously in every form he'll write form load event, and in the form load event he'll write the common code. Later on, if you want to make changes, then I said you drawback modification becomes difficult. So to make changes in an easy way, I asked you to create resource file. Over. Hmm. Small topics are remained more. Two topics. Small there. One is user control. Second is runtime control. Two topics. With that, Windows Forms application will be over. Then we will start uh, class library related topic, and then we'll go to ADO. Just two more sessions we need so that we can enter into ADO.NET. Two sessions or two or three sessions hardly. So one session we'll talk, tomorrow's class we will talk on this user controls and runtime controls. And then uh, I'll go with class library related topic, like regarding DLLs we'll talk. DLL. That is also mandatory topic for real-time project. No project is done without that topic. Tomorrow's class may I'll even come will complete part of it. And then we are ready for ADO. Okay? Chalo, fine. We'll stop this session.